My daughter was pretty wild and I was very challenged, really challenged. Hello, darling friend. I'm out in quite cold weather, but I'm in a place that I really love, in the woods. And I've been thinking about 3 pieces of wisdom that I was given when my children were young. I had a stepson and a daughter. And do you know what? They were so helpful to me, and they are still helpful to me when I work in schools and libraries, when I work with young children. And I thought maybe I would share them with you, see if you resonate with them, whether they inspire you, whether they're of any benefit to you. So the first is that our children need our love most when they deserve it least. And you know what? I think we all need love most when we deserve it least. And when I was told this, when I learnt this from a wise woman, I really made a shift in my parenting. My daughter was pretty wild and I was very challenged, really challenged. And just having that statement in the back of my mind helped me beyond belief. And you know what? Actually, the way it helped me most is that I could give it to myself. I deserved love most of myself when I deserved it least, when I wasn't being a good mum. Yeah. The second piece of wisdom that I want to share with you is about time. And time, as we know, can really put pressure on us when we're parents, when we're mothers. And it's about us as the adult holding the time. So what I mean by that is our children live in the moment, in the present moment. Little children, I'm talking about, children under 5, 6. And they are just there in that present moment. And what we're doing all the time is moving them, transitioning them from one place to the next, And we know we have to be at a certain place at a certain time. For school, for work, for clubs, for whatever it is. The pressure of time is enormous. But what I tried to do, and failed many times, what I tried to do was to hold that time and not pass on the anxiety or the stress to my children. So if I knew that we had to be somewhere, I needed to think ahead. I had to plan ahead. I had to imagine what those eventualities might be. Again, got it wrong loads of times, but I really tried not to say to my children, come on, we're late, we're going to be late, you're making us late, we're going to be in trouble here. I really tried to keep that inside and gather them up as sort of fluidly as I possibly could, especially using stories and storytelling and metaphors. So when we've cleared this away, we can do this. Or time to tidy away. Whatever those little things are. Ooh, look, Rabbit is going for a little wander. Let's go and join Rabbit. And use little stories to help with those transitions. So that's the second one. And the third one, when I first heard it, I thought, I don't get this. This seems rubbish to me. I don't understand it, basically. That's often what happens, isn't it? When we disagree with something, it's sometimes because we haven't yet really understood it. Or, sometimes it's really not for us. But anyway, this one is about the environment. The only thing you can change in a child under 7 is their environment. Oh, that's a bold statement, isn't it? But if I think about it, and I think about my wild daughter, actually bringing her into nature, calming her down by giving her quiet time, by reducing the auditory, the visual stimulation, by allowing her to rest, even though she never wanted to, singing quiet songs, or, you know, bringing her into herself. And of course, if you've got a quiet, shy child, then it isn't the same. You don't use the same methods, but it's the same philosophy, maybe, that the only thing we can change in a child under 7 is their environment. Have a think about it and see what you think. You might not agree with me, but I have tested it over periods of time with my children, with children I work with in schools, etc., as I said, and it's a really useful piece of wisdom for me, and it has helped me and strengthened me, I think, as a human. All of these wisdoms, brilliant for children, probably just as brilliant for us as adults. I often say that adults are just children with more hang-ups. I wonder if that's true. Anyway, I will leave you with these thoughts today for you to smell, take in, disregard, whatever you fancy. But it's been a pleasure walking with you in the woods this morning.